it's just you.
I think meditation for 10 minutes a day it's difficult because you're sitting alone with your thoughts. And they might be innocent thoughts. They might just be about the day. I saw this. I saw that. I wonder how this is going to turn out. I wonder how this Netflix show will end. And a lot of it will be that. But soon, some other thoughts will show up of the real problems in your life, of what you're facing. Not only is meditation for 10 minutes a day beneficial for that, but it's proven for a clearer mind, a calmer self, and better sleep. There's so many benefits of meditation, even just 10 minutes a day, that everybody should be doing it. And I think another thing is again, distraction can be up to a point. I think you need low dopamine activities to just sit and think about your life and try to remove all outside distractions, because removing the outside distractions is going to make it so that you have to focus on yourself. You're not going to be focused on all these other things. You're going to be focused on yourself. You're going to be thinking about yourself in a good way. You're going to be thinking about what you need to change and improve in your life. You're not going to be thinking about this creator, you're not going to be thinking about all that. And I think consuming content that's going to help you actually. So think about it like this. Would you recommend, there's two ways of thinking about this. Would you want your son to be watching the content that you're watching? Would you think that would be the greatest thing for him? If you have a son or not, doesn't matter. Future son. It's supposed to be a hypothetical. It's not supposed to be an actuality, but it can be if you do have a son. Would you think that that's going to improve his life? And I say son specifically and not daughter, because I think a masculine force and a feminine force have two very different ways of thinking and have different things that we have to deal with in our life. And if you are if you're masculine, you should think son. If you're feminine, you should think daughter. This podcast is aimed at men, so that's why I say son. So, would you want him or her consuming the content that you're consuming? If the answer is no, you know who to unsubscribe from, who to unfollow, and who to stop generally seeking out. So you want to give yourself helpful content, if any. I think consuming information is good, though. See, I say content loosely because content can be anything from prank videos to stupid brain rot shorts of TikTok, or it can be how to build a business, and it can be how to improve your life. So content is a huge umbrella term. Content is all of the internet, pretty much. So you do want to consume some of it. You want to consume information, though, things that are actually going to be somewhat applicable to your life. And I think even starting to do that will get the gears turning in your mind. And sometimes it can just be a mirror for you and point out problems that, first of all, you didn't even know you had. Things that you didn't realize were dragging you down and keeping you stuck. And second of all, it will act as a gear turner for you. It'll make you think of what is sometimes, so it'll also give you solutions to those problems that you either do or do not have. That you knew that you had or you didn't know that you had. And if you do that, then it's like, oh, okay. So it'll give you something to chew on, to think about. And that's pretty much my goal with this podcast too, is to give you something to think about, to get your gears turning, and to give you solutions to improve your life. And having that is going to start the process of stopping running from the thing. You don't need a notebook for starting out. You're going to sit down and think of what? Like, it's so loose and so broad, you're just going to be overwhelmed. But if you start somewhere, and even if it is a broad motivational speech or something like that, it will get your gears turning. So I think the first thing that you can do is start consuming that content, consuming that information, which you're doing. Good job. Proud of you. Doing the right thing. Right here, right now. So I give you kudos for that. So that's what I think you should do first. If you enjoyed this video, you can watch the full version right here.